the famous story of Chris McCandless that was written about by John Krakauer in his book Into the Wild ended with Chris dying of starvation, but he died of starvation, they think, because he ate the wrong kind of plant root, and it's suggested that he was eating these Indian potatoes that I'm going to be eating tonight, but he picked a very similar plant, and they look identical pretty much. They have the same flowers and the same leaves, and they have the same roots, and they taste pretty much the same. So it's tough to tell the difference between them if you haven't had it pointed out to you. I spoke to an edible plant expert, a botanist, before I came out here, and he explained to me that the only real way to tell the difference between this one and the poisonous one is to look at the little cups that hold these flowers in, and the points on the end of the cups. How the hell am I going to do that? And the points on the end of these cups is triangular, and on the poison one, the points on the end of the cups is really long, more like eyelashes, long and thin and really spiky, and these ones are short, delta, triangular shaped, and that's really the only way that you can tell the difference between the poisonous potato and the edible one. And if you eat the poisonous one, it stops your digestive system and you starve to death. So I'm pretty sure I've got the right one, but that's because I met with an expert before I came out here. I think it's something that we should be able to do, to wander around and know what wild plants we can eat and what we can't eat, and be able to you know, have the skills to find out if they're poisonous or not. Be able to taste things, be able to tell from little rules like how many petals are on the flowers, and you know, basic knowledge of wild plants opens lots of doors. I find it really awesome that I can walk around here and I can see, you know, 5 or 6 different plants just walking along the lake shore that I can eat in one form or another. I know 2 or 3 that I definitely shouldn't eat now as well. There's some real deadly poisonous flowers, but I've got a plant identification book with me, and I can check things. I'll bring them back here to my campfire and I look them up in the book and I go, oh yeah, that's the right leaf, that's the right flower, that's definitely it. But you only really need to do that once, and I know exactly what this is now. It's perfectly edible, it's good for me. I know what it tastes like, what it feels like when I put it in my mouth, and what it looks like on the plant and what its flowers look like. It's wonderful. I can just walk around and eat plants.